Yo, I'm ROC,
Flynn Johnson.
and this is Gobsmack, where we talk about growing up and everything in between.
Everything in between. What up, what up? Make sure to wherever you're listening, leave us a little review, subscribe to the podcast,
Yes,
share
yes.
it, tell a friend, tell a auntie, tell a dog, tell everyone.
Let them know we're here. Let them know we're here. We need everybody. We need all the love.
All the fucking love we need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Ooh,
Shout out to everybody that's
baby.
listening every week. I know there's a couple of people that have gotten on to me and they've been saying, hey man, loving the podcast, so appreciate y'all. And yeah, let's get into the show, baby.
Let's do it. Are you, how old are you?
This fucking fella. I'm 26, brother.
26.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
a
a baby.
goddamn baby.
You're supposed to know how old I am, by the way.
Bro, I don't even know
Motherfucker.
how old I am.
My birth cert was wrong.
I do have to ask Danielle, how old am I? Am I 34 or 35? I never remember.
Because I tell you what, I feel 20.
I feel fucking 40 odd. I feel 60. That's how I feel. How bad
Why
back
do you
O'Connor.
ask, bro? Why do you ask? Why do you ask? Why you ask me what fucking
No, I'm
age
just,
I
do
am?
you remember Heaven in Blanch
Heaven.
or Light?
Oh, the nightclub. Yeah.
Or would that have been Light when you were going?
When I was going, when I first went to Light,
Light.
well, Light, kiss Light, kiss lift to Colette. So, no, when I was going, it was Light. Yeah, I only ever went to like a little teeny bopper yoke in it, bro. It was never
Yeah.
like a night out or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Ah,
You
right.
went. It was called Heaven. I'm assuming. No.
Ooh. Yeah, Heaven.
Yeah.
What was it? Step into light. Try heaven tonight. Something
Try
like that.
heaven
Danielle was
tonight.
saying it the other day. That's what it was like. Step into the light. Try heaven tonight.
Tonight.
Something like that. Yeah, she was saying it the
By
other
Paco
day. I can't
Rabanne.
remember. Stinking at you.
No way. It's thinking it's you, yeah. No way. I've heard mad stories about it though. I heard mad stories about heaven. But did you used to go to heaven? Did you?
Bro, I used to walk there.
Oh, you did.
I walked there for about a week.
I forgot about that. It's only like 3 episodes ago, but I fucking forgot all about that one.
Yeah, man, I used to walk in
Yeah, you
heaven.
were. You were out here cleaning up drink.
Oh, it was the
people's
worst.
lives.
It was the worst. I was underage. Like, I shouldn't have even been walking there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Just want to drink? No, I'm 15.
It's crazy. It was. I used to go to the toilet. I used to go up to the toilet and just sit in the jacks for like an hour. Just sit there. Trying to skive off.
Where's Richie? Oh, he went for a shite an hour ago.
I swear to God, that's what I was like. He must have thought I had fucking some serious issues. Fuck him.
But did you ever go out on a night out in heaven?
Yeah, that's where I met Danielle, you man thing. We used to live in
Oh,
that
was
place.
it? Yeah?
we used to live in that place. We were there when it was heaven, when it was light, whatever the fuck it turned
Yeah.
into after that. Ah, yeah, we were there all the time, bro. All the time. Serious
Yeah, it
fights
shut
outside
down.
that place.
That's I know. I remember that. I remember me outfit actually. I don't know. No, I don't know if I should tell that story. I'm not going to tell the story, but
Don't do it. Don't do it, Chip. Don't do it.
no. But I remember me outfit. Let's say I remember me outfit telling me stories about other people outside of heaven.
Yeah.
And yeah, he said he used to be mad, bro. He said there used to be scraps out there all the time, like mad shit.
Every night. Crazy.
No, I never went. I went to Light because Light put on this junior night thing. That was like a phone party, and I was in there with my top off.
Oh, yeah.
the sheet
I
out.
remember them, yeah. I remember them, yokes.
I was in there with the sheet out, bro.
The chicken chest was out.
Listening to fucking Teo Cruz. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this disco ball.
Fucking
How he's shining.
holy bracelets on me. Holy bracelets on me like that. Someone get the blade slapping the face off. I'm sorry, bro. Let me holy bracelets. I swear to God, yeah. I remember there's a picture of me. There's a picture of me on Facebook at that yoke, man. I have to get it and show you.
Oh, you have to get it for this. You gotta get it for this.
me and my mate Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. Which Aaron? I don't know. You can figure it out. I'm sure when he hears the story, you'll know. Yeah. But, there's a picture of me and my mate Aaron, man, and we have our top up, and there's not a pic on us. I'm in the picture like a ghost, but like the sheet itself.
Casper's back.
Swear to God.
Out here looking like Casper's back.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, but that's the only time I've ever been in what I called light and you called heaven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was another one, wasn't there?
The Buddha
at the
bar.
centre, Captains. Yeah, no, the Buddha bar. That was before my time as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the Buddha bar like? You
I
ever
was,
in it?
I was never in the Buddha bar. It was before my time as well. There used to be
Yeah.
fucking shootings every bleeding weekend outside there, so it was just like, I ain't going near that gaff.
Yeah, mad spot altogether, bro. But there was another one. The Captains used to put on a night that done like every Wednesday or
It
something.
was Captain
And they
America's,
done
was
like,
it?
yeah, Captain America's. Yeah,
Yeah.
just that across from the Crown Plaza there. They used to do a night in there. That
Was
was
that,
like €3.
Was that like the little rooftop fucking thing or something up there?
Yeah,
was it?
yeah, that spot. Yeah, so you know you
Yeah,
walk into
yeah,
Captain
yeah.
America's, the stairs to the right,
Yeah,
up that way. Like.
straight up.
But it used to be jammers, bro. I was in there at 17. Some bleeding ID that I found on the ground, like they didn't give a shit as long as the cameras, like they could see on the cameras that you showed them like a card
Yeah.
and your man's like, go on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they didn't give
grand.
a shit, bro. It was in there at 17, man.
How old are you? 12. 18. Go on in.
Say what? Enjoy your night, player. But yeah, I was in there off some. So I found this ID out in town, bro. Yeah, because me and the boys used to go out to town like for the day and just do nothing, live off nothing but a bleeding chicken roll, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was walking down the road and I seen this ID on the ground of some bleeding. I think he was like fucking 32 at the time or something. Some fella from Inchicore. I was like, give me that. Put it in my pocket and I used it then, yeah. But €3 drinks up there, bro. Place used to be jammers.
No way.
Like a sardine in the kip.
Nestled
That
in.
it was.
Just nestled into the gaff. I'm not going
There
home.
was people that people used to get stuck in the blade smoking area, bro, and they just couldn't get back out. You know what I mean?
They're still there today. They just live there. Looks like we ain't going home.
Set up shop.
Looks like I live here now.
Yeah. But yeah, that used to be a bit of crack. The first night I ever went to it was at my graduation night, bro. Fucking, it was a great night, like. But I don't know what happened. I think they just stopped it, didn't they? Like, I think they just stopped it, and Captains didn't have like a late bar license or something anymore out in Blanch. I don't know what it was. Like.
Yeah, there's no spots in Blanch anymore, isn't there?
No, unless I don't know the Greyhound, like. But the Greyhound is like the bleeding. That's the pit of the pit, like. You know?
That was the spot though. At one stage, that's where everybody went because it was the only fucking
Yeah,
place
that
that was
was-
open late.
Yeah, it was the same with
Do you
us as
remember?
well. We had
You see a whole lot of Blanch in there.
Yeah. Me and you have actually been in there a couple of times.
Yeah. Absolutely. I've known to darken its door.
yeah. Now the Greyhound, it's a grand spot. I think the only reason it's a good spot, or people think it's a good spot, is like it is a good spot. That's where me and Danielle met. Do you know what I mean? In the Greyhound, like, and it always has a little special place in my heart. You know what I mean? But I think I don't know what it is, man. It's the same. Like, I don't know. You go in, and as you said, the whole lot of Blanches in there, like, which I don't have a problem with. You know what I mean? I feel safe then. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
You're your own.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think after a while, there were so many fights, like with some of my mates and all that crack. That was it. That kind of, I don't know, and it almost got ruined on me. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I used to love going, bro. I used to go every weekend, all weekend. Like,
Yeah,
do
you
you know what I
were
mean?
always there. You were.
Yeah, it was nearly every
You're
weekend,
always there.
bro. Yeah. But I used to like it, and I still like. If I was out in Blanch now, I'd go to the Greyhound as well. Like, do you know what I mean? I've nothing against it, like, but I mean, I think it's only good because it's the only spot in Blanch. Like, you know, like,
Yeah. It's the only
it's the only one
resort.
left. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, literally. So now what the Greyhound used to be though, when I started going, Rich, the Greyhound used to be for if you didn't get in anywhere in town.
Yeah, you
That's
go
what
to
the Greyhound
yeah.
was for. Like, you go back to the Greyhound. Like.
That was like that for everyone. It was like that for everyone.
Yeah.
You either go there or Swords.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, the Greyhound, man. Serious spot. And then the Shanty, man. See that place? Special
over.
place in my heart.
Game over.
Special place in my heart, bro. I used to be there every weekend before I got shut down.
We used to go there. So we go there, the whole bar be just full of us. There'd be about 20 or 30 of us. And then we go into like the little nightclub area bit they have, remember, at the back?
Status, yeah.
Status, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Classic. Forever. We used to go in there, and then you'd be there till like fucking, I don't know, 1:30 or something, and then you'd leave there, jump in the back of Ricky's car, because Ricky doesn't drink. So me, Danny, Melissa, Ricky, and you probably squeeze in another 2 people. We jump in the back of his car, and then we go down the Greyhound, then finish off the night. That's the way it used to go. Because you know the Greyhound used to fucking be able to stay there about 4 a.m. some fucking weekends, you know what I mean?
Some nights,
Depends
Some
who you
nights,
know,
bro, I
like.
stayed there often till about 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
3 or 4 in the morning, yeah. It was
And that's
mad.
what you'd do, and then
Shanty,
you'd leave there and then go to McDonald's then on the way home.
Yeah.
That was the night.
That was it, yeah.
We very rarely
That
went
was
into
it.
town. It was only like, it was very rare we went into the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Me,
yeah.
Mel,
It was the same with us, though.
Dan and Rick, like, it'd be very rare we go into town.
Yeah. It was the same with us. Definitely the same with us. I think a lot of my mates always saw town. Like, I don't know what it was, bro. Growing up, we always kind of looked at town as like, I know you need big money for that. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas I know, and you know, if I go out in Blanch with a scar in my pocket, I'm gonna go home steaming. You know what I'm saying?
You go out with a score and Blanche, you come back with 15.50.
Yeah, and you're locked.
Do you know? Because you know everybody's buying you a fucking drink. You go
That's
in
what I
here.
mean, yeah,
We
that's what
used
I'm
to, me, Danny, Rick, and Mel, right? We'd instead of going out on a night out in town, we used to fly over to Manchester for a weekend because it was cheaper for nights out.
You were saying that
Or
to
we
me
used
before,
to fly to
yeah.
London. We go to London for nights out. We used to do it all the fucking time. We used to live in Manchester.
Yeah,
We were older, like, just fucking go to Tiger and you'd be on the disco floor fucking rocking it. You used to have this disco floor, you know, proper 70s joke with the lights and all. It was deadly, it was.
On the disco,
Yeah, you know it.
disco floor, rocking it.
Oh, I'd be on the disco floor with all the 70s and 80s music kicking. Oh, we loved it. You used to go there all the time. All the time. I've been there a couple of years now for that.
Switching a pair of flares and
Oh,
fucking
tell you, bro.
platforms.
Tell you. That's why we were, man. We didn't give a shit. It was fucking cheaper to fly over there, get a hotel, and go out for a night out than it was to go out and fucking Dublin City.
Yeah, in town.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's mad.
Crazy.
It's mad. It's mad that you say that because me and my mates growing up, as I was saying, like me and my mates growing up, we would consider, like, if we were talking about town, like, oh no, you need big money to go to town, like, so we
Yeah.
never went because none of us ever had a bleeding pot to piss in, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we used to, man. I used to go to the shanty. Literally, I'm not even joking, Rich. I used to go to the shanty on a Friday, a Saturday, and sometimes a Sunday, right? And I'd literally have 60 quid the whole weekend, and
Yeah.
I'd come home locked every single night, like
With change.
every single night. Yeah, with change, yeah, and a bag of chips. Fucking gas, man! I swear to God.
We were the same,
Yeah.
man. We were the same. The shanty was great. It's great crack. Great crack.
Ah,
We used to
yeah.
go karaoke nights and all in there, we did. Do you remember them? The karaoke nights and all. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, one of my mates actually got a DJ spot in the shanty. So I think that's what started us going. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I have a great story about the shanty. Hold on, I'll tell you this, right? So, wait to hear this. I was 18, a wet day, bro. Right? No joke. I was 18 about a week, and my auntie Lisa, none of my mates would come out, and I was like buzzing to go out. You know what I mean? And all the boys weren't into drinking that much.
Yeah.
Because they'd rather fucking, you know what I'm saying? They'd
Yeah.
rather just bleed and sit around, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was mad for drinking, like, do you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to go out drinking all the time because I was 18, like 18 a wet day. So I text my auntie. My auntie was put up on a story or something, or on Snapchat or something, and she was like, said she was going out. I was like, where are you going? And my auntie, like, same thing on my dad's side. Remember I was saying about my auntie Rebecca in the other episode? She's the same age as me. On my dad's side, I have an auntie that's like only 2 years older than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I text her and I was like, where are you going? She was like, oh, I'm going to the shanty. And this before I even knew there was like a nightclub there, bro. And I was like, what you mean? You're going to a pub? Like? And she was like, no. She was like, status, like. And I was like, what? I was like, let me come. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, lovely. Went home and got changed, right? Told the boys, peace, I'm out. They were like, where are you going? Didn't even answer them. I was gone, right? I got up to the gaff, got changed, and my passport was out of date at the time. And I kept saying to my auntie, I kept saying to Lisa, I was like, do you think they're going to let me in with this out of date passport? She was like, they won't even check, right? So then I got dressed, I come down, meet Lisa at the shanty, right? Outside the shanty, outside status, and she was like, right, come on. And I walked up and the bouncer goes, that passport's out of date. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, yeah, no, but like, I was like, I'm 18 a week, like, I want to go in and have a good night, you know what I mean? And he was like, no. He was like, I can't let you in. And I was like, please, man, please, begging the fella, right? I was like, just let me in, man. I want to go in and drink legally, you know what I mean?
I just want to have a dance.
Yeah. And he says to me, he goes, I tell you what, if you get your bird suit, right? He said, if you go up and get your bird cert and bring it down to me, he says, I'll let you in. Brother, no word of a fucking lie. I legged it, sprinted home, right? Sprinted home. Ma, where's my bird cert? Where's my bird cert? 10 o'clock at night. She's like, what the fuck you looking for your bird cert for? Like, I was like, I need my bird cert. She got me bird cert. I legged it back down to the shanty, yeah. Handed your man my bird cert, and he was like, yeah, some man. And I was like, what you mean?
Desperate for a drink.
And he was like, go on, right? And I went in, and no word of a lie, I started bringing my mates there then, right? Because all the boys started coming with me then every week after that. And the bouncers used to always call me bird suit every time I went back.
Here he is.
Here's bird suit.
Big Bertie.
Swear to God, bro.
Here's Casper's back.
There he is, Sheep the bird. Fucking swear to God, they called me bird suit for about a year after that, bro. I'm not even joking. Fucking guys.
Fucking hell. How did you manage that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was desperate. I was like, players.
We used to go, the sticky Vortex, the Vortex.
Yeah, I've heard stories about that as well. I've never been, though.
That was a mad place. That was like the Culchies meet Dublin. It was all the lads from fucking Cavan and Navan and Dunshaughlin and all them areas, you know?
Yeah.
And then just all of Blanch was in there at the time, right? But our mate Pud, right? So Pud and Berto, right? Berto was older than Pud. They don't even look alike, right? But me and Gork and Pud used to go to Vortex all the time. We used to be fucking living the place. We used to just go up there to fight. We go up with Gork, he just want to go up for the fight. So it'd be me, Gork and Pud.
Scrap, yeah.
And then the odd time the Penny fella or Berto would come with us, you know. But Pud used to use the Berto's fucking his ID. Didn't even look alike, right? And the two of them be going at the same time. So what we do is we go up, because there used to be a pub and then there was a nightclub on the back of it, you know. So we'd be up in the pub, we'd be gargling, we'd be drinking fucking our Sooty and Reds, you know. The three of us on the Sooty and Red gargled before we even went in. And what we do is, fucking if Berto was with us, me, Gork and Berto would walk around first, locked, get in, right? Go in, get stamped up or whatever. Then I'd take Berto's passport. This is literally 2 minutes after walking in the door. I'd take Berto's passport, walk back around to the pub, give it to Pud. And then me and Pud would walk around with the same ID. Gargled. Chap was only about 16 or something at the time, you know? Like, he looked pure young, like he's a pure baby face, you know? And the bouncer just looks, same bouncer, just looks up. Yeah, go on in. It's full of animals, that place. We used to go in, man. We used to get into it's the fucking fights we used to get into in there. The Gork fella, he was a bleeding nightmare in that place. He used to fight the bouncers and all.
Yeah.
He used to hop them off the walls and all. You'd be at the bar fucking waiting on a drink and all you hear is, get the fuck. Look and you go, oh, that's Gork. The music and all that stuff. You'd look over, he's back. There he is. Swear to God.
Music stops. Where's me fucking Jew?
Where's me fucking Jew? Oh, he's on a rampage. He's back. He's back. The Hulk is back. But there was one night we were in there. I never forget it. There was one night we were in there, and I remember I was at the bar. I was getting some suddies. There was three of us. It was me, Pud, and Gork, I think. And I'm up getting all the drinks or whatever. And I heard the commotion. I'm like, we're only here 5 minutes and he's off, right? So I turned around and there was a load of lads from Navan or something like that. It was arseholes, you know what I mean? In the GAA fucking jerseys, you know, just giving us death because we're from Blanch, like, you know what I mean? So Gork loses it. We were already locked by the time we got there. So Gork loses it. And I just heard him roaring at the top of his voice, "Where's B fucking Jib?" Right? And I swing around. I'm like, "Oh no, he's off." So I have the fucking 3 drinks, trying to carry these. Actually, I had 6 drinks. I had the little tray. Actually, I had the tray with the 6 drinks on it because we used to get them in 2s. So you'd always carry 2 fucking suddies around. Do you know what I mean? See, I never went out and drink. The 3 was just walk around 2 glasses in a hand, sipping it. I looks over and there's about fucking 5 blokes on him, right? And he's just swinging them around, bouncing them off the fucking the barrier off the dance floor and all. Next of all, I see this bouncer coming bellowing over. This thing was fucking high tower, like B.A. Baracus. You want to see this thing, right? Big gorilla. Picks him up and is like, "You're out of here." Grabs him by the neck and just drags him out by the neck, right? And I'm like, "Where the fuck is Pud?" And all I hear is, "It's time to go, lads. It's time to go." I look over and it's Pud. And he was like a plank of wood, right? The bouncer just had him. The other bouncer had him in his arm, carrying him out like a plank of wood. And he was dead stiff, like legs weren't dangling, hands weren't dangling, nothing. And he's just looking at me going, "It's time to go. It's time to go."
Time to go.
He's just being carried out like a fucking plank of wood. I'm standing there with a tray full of drink. Carried him out like a plank of wood. It was fucking gas. Like he was carrying a handbag. Fucked us out anyway. Fucked the 3 of us out. We're outside. I still had the suddies on the tray. I was out in the car park with the suddies on the tray. I don't know how I managed it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Our jackets were still inside. Then all the lads from Navan decided to come out then, and we're out in the car park trying to enjoy our drinks. They're talking about the commotion that just happened, right? The little bus pulls up, because there used to be a little bus. Fucking, that's how the boys would get down, like. And they're all on the bus roaring at us, throwing fucking drinks at us and jackets and shoes. Bro, what the go fella did to the fucking bus. All he was short down is picking the thing up and flipping it over. He fucking destroyed the bus. The poor bus driver was screaming and all, "Ah, help!" And the 4 bouncers were just standing at the door like, "That's not our problem, bro. We got him out already. You have to deal with him." This fucking gas it was. That used to happen every weekend. How we went barred out of that place is beyond me, because I have other mates that were barred for life and they were rarely in the gaff. We were there every weekend. We used to just go up there for fights. Me, Gork and Pud, and then the odd time you'd have Beardo and Pena with us. It was fucking gas, man. He'd take on about 20 blokes at one time.
Carried out like a carpet.
It was fucking gas. And he's just looking up at me. "It's time to go. It's time to go."
Time to fucking go.
I says, "Yeah, it's time to go, buddy. Let's get out of here. I got the drinks." And there was another time we were up there, right? And we were sat in the pub area. There was like a little fucking, it was like a balcony, you know, it was like a fucking smoking area or something.
Yeah.
And we were sat there one night. I think it was one of the first or second times we were there with Pud. And it was only the 3 of us, I think. And we were sat at this little table on the little balcony because it was a nice night. It was in summer. And when I say the table, you couldn't see the wood on the table. It was just covered in glass, like just glasses everywhere from suddies and reds, like, you know what I mean? We were on the drink heavy that day. We were up there for hours, like the whole table was just covered in empty glasses, right? So me and Gork went around, got in. Actually, the Beardo fella was with us. That's why. Beardo was with us, sorry. 3 of us went around, got in. I took Beardo's ID, walked back, right? And Pud sat there. This fella is only about 16, right? 15 or 16. Sat there with a table full of drink, full of empty glasses, just looking like, "All right, what's up?" Right? I goes to me, "You ready?" He goes, "You never guess what." I goes, "What?" He goes, "Me bleeding teacher just walked past me, said hello to me." He's like, "All right, Jared. All right." His teacher was looking like, "What the fuck?" The fucking 15-year-old sat there with a table full of gargle, just looking at him like, "All right, bud. You come here often, do you? I'll see you Monday."
Do you want the smoke?
I'll see you Monday.
See you one day.
And the pud fella was a
Smell the
mad thing.
dragon
Like, he was a mad joke. He used to wear slippers to the nightclubs. He used to rock slippers 24/7. He used to have his little slippers on. So he sat there in his little slippers with a fucking table full of drink. Swear to God, he wore slippers everywhere. Just little slip-on joints.
Oh my God.
Every nightclub we went to, man, the pud fella would be standing there in a pair of slippers. Fucking gas. Don't know how he managed to get in with the things on, but fuck me. We weren't even allowed to wear pumps into the nightclub back then, do you know what I mean? Never mind fucking
Just kind of
slippers.
rocks in a pair of plain gaff shoes.
We had to wear the fucking winkle pickers out, you know what I mean? The rotten yolks.
Fella's fresh out of plain shower, floating into the gaff.
Pud with the fucking, with the slacks and the short and the fucking slippers on, you know? Waltzing into the place, only about 15. He looked about 10, he did. He was a mad thing. We used to get anywhere we went, man. We used to get in the fights. See Heaven.
Yeah.
I got stabbed outside Heaven once.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah, me, Pennier, and Gork's brother Alan were in Heaven. Don't know how the three of us were. We ended up together, but we were in Heaven anyway. And a fight broke out with Gork's brother. So of course, me and Pennier looked at each other. We're like, "We're gonna have to jump in. We're gonna have to do the work." So off we went. We're gonna have to do the job. We're gonna have to jump in, buddy.
We're gonna have to put the paws on him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put the paws on him, get the hammers. So outside we went, and there was these boys. I think they were from Fortlawn or something like that. I think they were from Fortlawn, and I think a couple of them were from Hartstown or something. And we're outside, and I forget it. And we met some of the boys from Cardiff. We're like, lovely, these will have our backs. So we're at the lads in Cardiff. There was about fucking 10 of us and about 10 of them. And we're all roaring at each other, shouting and roaring or whatever. And I was right up the front. Of course I was. Like a little fucking chihuahua. Like a little Jack Russell. Like a Jack Russell just nipping away at their ankles like, yeah, go on. You will, yeah? Who will? Me?
You will and you're shite.
No.
You're a poo. You're a poo.
You're a bleeding piece of poo. Right? So I'm roaring at some bloke. And we ended up fucking swinging for each other or something. Next of all I remember is, right, I remember Al was beside me and Gork, Penya was on the other side, and the lads like were pushing in or something like that. And there was a young fella in front of me. He had glasses or something. He did. I can't remember. I think he had glasses on or something. One of the lads from Cardiff hit him some slap in the mouth, right? And I'm standing there. He must have thought it was me. And I'm standing there like, huh? Now, what do you think about that? Right? Next of all, I just see this hand coming over his head with like a screwdriver or something. And I just went bum 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 bum. Got me. The top of my head. I can't show you here, obviously, but top of my head, just under my eye. My throat now is the worst one, because I was lucky it didn't go fucking through. You know what I mean? But I've a couple of them on me, just went bum 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 bum. The big line just down my fucking face. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened. The three of us are just like, what the fuck? Let's leave the Cardiff boys at it. I'm out of here. And we were over at the bank across from Heavy. You know the little corner, the bank on the corner there?
The bank, yeah.
AIB.
Yeah.
Three of us are there and the two boys are smoking or something. And I'm standing there, I'm like, Jesus, fucking is it raining? The boy's like, no, why? I goes, fuck, I feel bleeding soaking. And I felt my head, it was just a fucking little pool of blood pouring out my head and my eye and my fucking neck.
It's the deck.
I was just like, what the fuck? Somebody hit me with red sauce. Were we in a food fight?
Fucking hell, bro! I never knew that. That's
it was gas. It was funny. It wasn't too serious. I was lucky. Whatever they hit me with, it's fucking blunt. You know what I mean? It cut me skin, like cut me head there, me eye, and me neck. Like I was lucky the one in me neck didn't go through. That was the one that would have got me like on my eye. If I had been, my fucking eyeball would have been fucked. But it's just under my eye there.
Would have been gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of them, and I have a couple of marks on my back as well somewhere. Gas.
Man.
Used to get in fights all the time up there, man. All the time.
Yeah.
And then we used to go to Plex, you see. We used to go to Plex afterwards.
Yeah.
So you go to Plex for your breakfast. And you'd meet the people you were scrapping with in Heaven. In there. And it'd be all grand, because it'd be like, right, we're all hungry. Let's just get the breakfast in. It's grand. It's grand. It's sorted.
Fucking hell, bro.
The worst one, we walked out of Heaven one night. There was a couple of us, and we walked out of Heaven one night. And Robbie Larkin and that. I know Robbie's a listener, so you won't mind me fucking mentioning his name. Gas cunt he is. Yeah. Don't know if you know Robbie Larkin. gas fucker. But
don't
I
know.
seen
I
him.
probably know his face. Yeah.
Ah, you would. He's from Ladieswell as well. But I remember we came out of heaven one night. It was only me and Pud. Oh, sorry, we came into Plex. It was only me and Pud, I think. And we walked outside, and just outside the Plex there, where the bus stops used to be, you know, outside the centre.
Yeah.
And we just hear all this rowing, all this roaring and all. We're like, what the fuck is that? Come on, we go down for the nosy. Come on, we go down. So we walked out for a look, and there was a couple of boys, I think, I don't know where they were from, probably from Fortland again, so he's forever fighting with lads from Fortland and fucking Hartstown.
Yeah.
And Robbie Larkin and his younger brother, and one or two other lads as well, and his missus, I think. They were all round with these lads, and they were punching the head off each other. But there was more of the other lads. So me and Pud were like, we looked at each other again, like me and Penny were like, right, we're gonna have to jump in. We're gonna have to do it.
It's gonna us, bro.
It's gonna have to be. They're from Ladiesville. We'll have to look after them. So off we went. It had nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. Pud in his slippers. Right? Over we went. Jumped on. I don't even think we got a slap in. I think we probably got a few slaps, but didn't get a slap in, right? So we're standing there with the boys like, yeah, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. You're a piece of poo. Next of all, a car pulls up. Some board screaming out, Robbie, get in. Get fucking in the car. So all them get in the car, right? Now we're standing in front of these boys. So Robbie and I get in the car, right, after having a proper scrap, and fuck off. And me and Pud are standing there, not realising that they're gone. There's about 6 or 7 young fellas in front of us, like grown men, do you know what I mean? And we're still roaring at them, yes, fucking Egyptians are gonna get killed. Do you know who we are? And all this shit, right? We're gonna fucking kill yous. And Pud goes, yeah, Rich. I goes, what? Them boys are gone, bro. I look behind me. It's just me and Pud standing there. About 7 fucking grown men. I'll never forget it. Where the fuck's Robbie out
Pud
here?
just flicks the slippers off.
The car's gone, bellowing up the road. Me and Pud standing there like, let's go, bro. On tow we went. I think his slippers were still there now. He just fucking up and left. After getting a few slaps for no reason. It was a good night, though.
Oh my god.
It was a good night. That happened all the time, though. That used to happen all the time.
Yeah.
You'd see lads from
Yeah, man.
Ladieswell or Cardiff to be in a scrap with someone from Fortlawn or from Hartstown or Whitestown or whatever. And you just look over at whoever else was there. It was like, right, we're going to have to jump in. We're going to have to take a hiding if you have to. If we have to,
Somebody-
we have to.
Somebody ring Bert, sir. It's time.
Get Casper's back up here. We need the bed sheet.
But you know what's mad for me? It's mad you telling them stories because when a scrap didn't happen, when we used to go out, we used to be like, oh shit, that was like a weird night, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
that was
shit
like
night.
a mad quiet night or
It's a
something.
shite
Like, you know
night.
what I mean? That was terrible. I remember, bro, I was in the shanty at an 18th, right? I was only 18, like a wet day. I was in the shanty for an 18th. It was Chris's 18th. I won't say his second name, but Chris, if you're listening, you know what I'm talking about. And there was bleeding killings at this thing, right? In the actual nightclub, right? In the shanty. So something happened, something kicked off. I don't know what happened, but the lights got turned on, music turned off, and there was people throwing glasses at each other. There was fucking I've never,
Jesus.
bro, still to this day, I have never seen anything like this in my life, yeah. And it's just people fucking glasses at each other. There's some bloke over here punching the head off him and the whole lot, right? It was just about 100 people all scrapping with each other. Now, I'll never forget it. I was standing in the middle of the dance floor. This is all happening at the back door. I was standing in the middle of the dance floor, and Nicky, me mate from growing up, he was standing beside me. Me and him were just standing there like, oh shit, you know what I mean? This is heavy. You know what I'm saying? It was just, we were just looking like, just
What do we
onlookers.
do? What do
Yeah,
we do?
so we went out. We went out. I eventually found all my mates, and we went out. They were all safe. Everything was all right. And when we were outside, there was coppers, ambulances everywhere, right outside the shanty. And we walked across. You know where Julio's is? We walked across the road from Julio's, and there was loads of people there. And one of my mates was pure, like he was locked, right? And he was like, his board ended up getting a bleeding. She got a fucking an elbow in the face or something like that, right? Because she was trying to stop somebody from hitting someone.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was trying to go through it. He was like, who hit you? Who hit you? And she was like, I don't know. It was one of them, right? And he went went over back over to the front of the shanty, and he has a man up by the scruff, and he's shouting back over towards us, shouting back across the road, going, "Was it him? Was it?" And his missus is like, "I don't know," and he just ping, right? He's out, like, bro, I'm in, out for the count. Grabs the fella standing next to him. Was it him? Was it? And she's like, "I don't know," and he just ping. The fella was gone again, right? This fella, bro, I have never. This sounds made up, but I can attest to this. All my mates can attest to this. I witnessed it with my own 2 eyes. This fella was dropping people like hot snots, bro. I'm not messing. He was just pinging. I'm not even joking, right? No word of a lie. Hand on me heart. I think that fella genuinely knocked like 6 people out in a row. Like you want to see this, bro. I have never, still to this day, I've never seen a night out like it. It was crazy. Madness. Madness. And just for context for people listening as well, Heaven that Richie was talking about is where Wetherspoons is now in Blanch.
Yeah,
so that's what it built into. It was
across
built
from
into
KFC and next there, yeah.
Yeah, across from there, yeah. But the shanty, man, I could tell you some mad stories. That was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen, though. Obviously, I don't condone the fighting shit and all, but I'm saying, like, this fella was pinging people off, bro. Boom, he was gone. Boom, he was gone. You know,
that's what the Gork fella was like, man. I swear to God, I couldn't bring him anyway. He's bleeding gas. Gas, he was.
There used to be this hole in the fence at the shanty, and what we used to do was, because we were broke little boys, we used to buy cans, right? We'd buy a slab of cans before the shanty, and then in the smoking area at the shanty, there was a hole in the fence, so we used to just throw the slab of cans in there. And we used to just drink out of that all night, bro. We never got caught. I got caught once.
The boys used to do that all the time. They used to hide the bottles of vodka and all that there. Gas.
Yeah, I got caught once. I had like I think it was like 6 cans of Bud, bro. Bud at the time. Yeah. It was like 6 cans of Bud stuffed in like the tightest jeans you'd ever seen in your life.
The bulge on him.
Yeah, look at him. He has about 8 flutes.
8 flew Flynn.
8 flew Flynn. Look at Bert's hurt. He's bleeding. He's well off him. Right. Anyway, yeah, I went in once, bro.
Casper's
and I was
got
drinking
back.
from like
got front.
I had to been drinking from like, me and the boys were drinking, like, it was a summer day, and we were drinking from like 6 o'clock or something, 5 or 6 o'clock in the day, and we went down to the shanty about 10 or 11, so we were well on our way, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I stuffed like 6 cans. I thought it was a great idea, and the boys were like, "Oh my God, Ev, you're a fucking genius," you know what I mean? So I stuffed like fucking 4 or 5 cans, whatever it was, into the waistband. We bleeding jeans, bro. And I walked into the shanty, went up to the bar, and I was like, "Can I just get a pint glass of water, please?" And they were like, "Yeah, absolutely." Me and the boys, like the first 4 people in there, yeah. So we were being watched like fucking like a hawk. Like, I got in there, got the pint of water, and I thought it was being like James Bond mode. Nobody's gonna catch me in here. I'm gonna sneak around like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Got into the jacks, take out one of these cans. Right? And I'm sitting in the cubicle, bro. I'll never forget this. I poured the water down the jacks. I was sitting in the cubicle, and I just goes with the can. And your man just goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Have you got cans in there?" And I goes, "No." And he goes, "Let me in." I goes, "I'm taking a shite, man. Leave me alone." And he's like, "What was that you opened?" I was like, "That was the water. It was locked, bro." I was like, "That was the water from the pint glass hitting the water in the toilet bowl. What you talking about?" You know what I mean? But eventually I opened the door and I walked out, and he was like, "Let me search you." And I was like, "Get your fucking hands off me," you know what I mean? Get your fucking hands off me. But he searched me and found like fucking 5 cans stuffed in my bleeding waistband and kicked me out for the night, yeah. I was fuming.
Gas. I was caught in there with a bottle of suddy once. I think it was a bottle of suddy or a bottle of Jaeger.
Yeah.
I don't know even how I got it in there. I think Danny brought it in like a handbag or something. Can't remember. But I had it in there anyway, and it was up my sleeve. I was on the dance floor with it, and I was pouring it into my glass. I don't even know why I had it. And I was pouring it into my glass on the dance floor, and I was like, I more or less drank the whole bottle. And I was raving away whenever giving a little jig, and the fucking thing fell out my sleeve, and it smashed on the ground beside me. And your man comes running over, the owner comes running over, he's like, did you have that bottle? No. Did that fall out of your sleeve? No. That's not mine. He's had to been watching me all night with it. And he's like, I'll catch you in here again with that, you bard. He goes, all right, buddy. I've already drank it, it's grand.
One of them, let me search. Get your fucking hands off me.
Get the fucking... Oh, gas, man. Gas.
That's fucking gas, bro. The shit that we used to think that we could get away with, like, was beyond me. I never once, honest to God, right? The whole time I went to the shanty, bro, I think I took a piss in the jacks, I'd say 3 times the whole time I was going to the shanty. Because all I used to do was go out to the smoking area like a skull. Like an absolute soap, yeah. I used to go out to the smoking area, and while I'd be smoking, I used to be...
Oh, you didn't. Oh, my God. You do it, you.
Oh, he was an arsehole, bro.
You
Swear
fucking
to
animal.
God.
Yeah, animal.
And I never once got caught, right? But one of my mates got caught one night, right? And I was acting the Bruce Lee again, as I do, yeah. And I see me mate. I was just out having a smoke, and I turned around, and I just see me mate getting dragged out by the head, right, by this bouncer, and I'm like, what? And I was like, yeah, hold me drink. Right? Didn't even know the bloke standing beside. Yeah, hold that. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna sort this. Right?
You gotta sort this.
People trying to grab me on the way out and all. Ev, get your fucking hands off me.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Ev. Don't hurt them.
I'm walking up the steps at the shanty, and it's just Ev. But anyway, I walked through, and I met them then at, like, you know, when you came out of the nightclub in the shanty, there was like fucking, it's like 100 stairs you had to walk down.
Yeah. Fall down them.
I got them there, right? But I had like one leg, I had like one foot on like a bottom step, and the other foot on the step that they were on. And I was holding onto this bouncer, bro, right? That had me mate in a bleeding headlock, dragging him out. I was holding onto this bouncer, but I just kept moving with.
Your man must have been like, is that a breeze?
I swear to God, I was holding on to him, I was like, let go now. He didn't do it. And I'm just moving down the stairs with the two of them. I got to the door, right? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck you doing? He was like, yeah, you're bad and all. He's like, do you don't come back, bro? I thought, if I hadn't have been there, right? This is what I found the funniest about that. Flinny the Wendy. Bro, I swear to God, right? So now what I took from that situation, years later, I thought about it. And I said, if I hadn't have been there, that would have went the exact same way.
Yeah.
I done absolutely nothing to help that situation. Holding on to the bounce. Get your fucking hands up.
They must have had some laugh at the fucking security cameras that night, looking back at it. Just see you floating behind him like a fucking flag tied onto his bottoms.
Has he got a cape on? What the fuck is that?
There's a string loose on the back of you, buddy.
Bro, I just kept moving with him, thinking I was doing something. I swear to God.
Just waving in the breeze.
So funny. But all those places like the Shanty and the Greyhound, they have a special, especially the Shanty, man.
Yeah.
When we were younger, we were gonna start a petition to bring the Shanty back, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it has a special place in me heart, man. It was like one of the first places I ever went on a night out in my life, like, you know what I mean? I was like, this is fucking deadly.
It was great. It was great. It was great crack.
Yeah, it was a great spot.
Straight into Julio's after, or down to McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
If you weren't going to Greyhound, you'd go into Julio's, get fucking some nuggets, some chips.
Yeah.
Little kebab.
And they always stayed open late as well,
baby.
when it was open.
Yeah. We used to get lock-ins all the time as well.
Yeah.
We knew the owner, so it was grand.
So
The boys did. Some of the boys knew the owner, so it was grand. The man that ran it. Like.
Yeah,
no,
it was a great spot. It's a great spot.
Oh, it was. Fuck me. The Buddha Bar, though. I've never been in the Buddha Bar. I heard some serious stories about it, though. Stabbings and shootings all the fucking time. Although the Shanty had stabbings and shootings all the time as well, but no one gave a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
I
Buddha
don't
bar, that
know.
was just
The Buddha bar, I
ruthless.
heard the same stories that you heard, like, you know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
else? Was there anywhere else in Blanche that you could go out? I don't think so, wasn't there?
There was a little place in Cloney Village, not Ed. Well, you could go to Grasshopper, but it wasn't really like a nightclub or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But there was a little spot
Right,
just
yeah.
down below from the Grasshopper. I forget the name of it. This little dungeon of a pub. But we
Yeah.
used to have little parties and all that in there. You know, you go to the christenings in there, whatever.
Ah, yeah, the 21st and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had like a little room at the back. It wasn't huge or anything, but they used to have the odd little night on in there, and you go in, and it'd be just all of
yeah.
us, like, do you know what I mean? Just all of our mates. It's like 30 of us, and that was it. You get the
This
odd
is
fucking,
deadly.
the odd older couple, you know what I mean? Some 50 or 60
Yeah.
year old who come in and be like, what the fuck? We're all raving away. Jumping about the fucking maniac, you know? It was garbage.
Get
But
on.
apart from that, I think they were the only really well known spots around Blanche. You go to Bell, do you know what I mean? You go down to Bell. Again, that wasn't really a
Yeah.
nightclub. It wasn't like the Greyhound or anything. But there was
Yeah,
always
yeah,
new little
yeah.
spots that fucking, that popped up. But the problem is that, there wasn't many places in Blanche, and it was too expensive to go into the city, and it was too hard to get over the swords because you couldn't get a bus there and back
Yeah.
around. You had to get a taxi all the time, you know? It was too
Yeah,
hard to
yeah,
get there
yeah.
and back. So what would happen is everybody from fucking Blanche, and then you'd have people from Finglas and everywhere else would just congregate in this one place, and it'd be fucking mayhem. So they never
Yeah, the
lasted long.
mola, yeah,
You know what I mean? They never
yeah.
lasted long. I don't know how the Greyhound and Heaven and Status in the Shanty, I don't know how they lasted so fucking long as they
So
did.
long, yeah, yeah.
Because
That's
even the
something that
Buddha
me and
Bar
my
couldn't
mates
do it
actually
for
talk
long.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what me and my mates talk about a lot actually. We always say like I don't know how like I know that closed down now, but like the shanty especially, I was like, I don't know how that place wasn't closed down years ago. Like
Yeah, like, fuck me. The shit that went
Yeah.
on in that place, like, is madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
I think you're right in what you're saying. I think that's what happened with it, isn't it? Like I think you hit the nail on the head that like it was just because of the whole like I have to have big money to go to town and nobody's gonna go to Sprout. I think I'll be honest with you. Oh my god, sorry. I'll be honest with you. I think I only ever went out besides when I started working out in Swords. I think I only ever went out in Swords before I started working out there. I think I went out to Swords once, like, and I
Yeah.
felt out of sorts, bro.
Yeah,
When
it
you
was
go to like
weird.
an actual proper nightclub, like
Yeah,
Rights, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like what would be considered a proper nightclub, like Rights, like a commercial nightclub. It was like I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, you know
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
terrible. Terrible, terrible,
Yeah,
terrible,
yeah,
terrible.
that's what I mean. Yeah. Felt pure out of sorts, bro. Out of sorts. And it's I think that's what you said about because of all that, there was you had people from Finglas, Blanche,
Clondalkin,
all these
Lucan,
areas.
everywhere.
Yeah, all these areas that would just, as you said, just congregate to this like one place, and there was just fucking just murder, just killings all the time. Like, but I mean, it wasn't all that. Do you know what I'm saying? I have some of my best, no, not some of my, all of my best nights out that I've ever had have been in Blanche. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, same. Same. That in Manchester. On the disco floor.
The
Out
disco floor,
disco
the
still.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's mad though because town, man. I didn't start going to town until I don't know until I'd say me and you start going out with each other. Like
Yeah.
since we started going out with each other,
Here we are.
here we are, 8 years on. No, when me and you started like, I don't know when you started inviting me out and I started inviting you out and stuff. I think that's when I started going to town more. Like was when I'd be like. I don't know if you were going in for like a hip hop and R&B night with Danny or something, and you were
Yeah.
like, "Yo, want to come?" You know what I mean, type of
Yeah,
thing. Like,
yeah.
then that's when I'd go to town. Like, but other than that, my mates, I'd say over the years of me going out every weekend and all that crack, I'd say me and my mates only ever went out to town. Like, I'd say all together, bro, 4 or 5 times maybe.
Yeah.
And like even then, a lot of the time you'd go to town, one of the boys wouldn't get in, and then like half of our mate groups were a couple like, and then all the couples would be like, well, we'll stay here, you just go back to Blanche because all of us got in, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
all this shit. So you'd have all that, and there was a lot of nights like that where we'd go to town and it'd be the biggest waste of time. And I think that's what put us off going to town as well. Because I'd be like, well, we're not gonna fucking get in anywhere at all. Like, do you know what
Yeah,
I'm
that was the same with us. That was that because it was so expensive to get into town, and
Yeah.
get home and that. But again, half of the boys wouldn't even get in. It was a nightmare. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
We'd
Yeah.
get into town, spend all that money in taxis and blah blah blah, and pubs, having a few drinks or whatever, and then you wouldn't get in anywhere, and then you'd end up back in the fucking shanty heaven or in the fucking Greyhound anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's just
yeah,
it came to the point where it's just like, what's the point? Let's just stay in Blanch.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that was the same with us, the exact same with us. And I think when I hear people talking about like the nightlife culture in town, that's why I can't really I don't know, I can't really comment on it or make any sort of make me mind up about it or anything like that because I don't know, like my nightlife culture, bro, was in Blanch as terrible as that sounds like it was. You know what I'm saying? I never used to go to you used to always slag me then. And like people used to always slag me like, you never fucking leave Blanch, you know what I mean? I used to always get that off people, like, you know what I'm saying? Because of that. I was just a homeboard, like, you know what I mean? And then anytime me and you go out and do something, I'd be like, yeah, Richie, are we done? Are we finished here now?
Are we done
dying
now?
to get back home? Yeah, dying to get back to
you're
the
homesick.
homeland. Like, you know? So when they talk about nightlife culture in Dublin and that, I have no clue about it, bro. For that reason, because it was very rare that we'd go out to town, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you any of the spots in town, especially the
No.
ones that are still
No.
there. I don't even know if any of the nightclubs are still there. I actually don't think there is a nightclub in town anymore. A proper nightclub.
No,
like.
I'm not sure. Again,
I don't think there
I'm
is.
not sure. I'm not,
I wouldn't know
Yeah.
now. I wouldn't know, to be honest.
yeah, I don't know. It's mad, man.
It's
mad.
so foreign
because
to me, you know.
people always say to me. They always not always say to me. They don't have people walking up to me like, "What do you think about nightlife culture in Dublin?" You know what I mean? It's not like that. Like, but I mean, when it comes up, I'm always very like. Well, I'll be honest with you, boys. I only ever went out in Blanch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was the same thing, bro. What you were saying. The reason we never made the trek to made the trek to town or anything is for that reason. It's because of how much it cost. Number one, and number two, it was there was always one person that didn't get in, and if you even mentioned you were from Blanch as well, a lot of the time you weren't getting in. Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That
We
was
used
a
to
big
tell
one as
people-
well for us.
We used
like.
to tell people from Lucan.
Yeah,
That's what we used to tell them.
we had to lie as well.
Be Lucan or Castleknock would be the two. That's what we used to say.
Yeah, we used to lie. Yeah, we used
Where are
to
you
lie
from?
As well.
Lucan.
Mad.
Where are you from? Castleknock.
Yeah. We used to spoof to them as well. We had to, bro. We had
Yeah.
to. You know what I mean? Otherwise, what Blanche? Not tonight, but go away me. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. All the time. All the fucking time.
Get that all the time. Yeah, we get that all the time, bro. Yeah, but I've had some good nights out in town. Like, don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? But it's just yeah. Like even if I had, say for instance, bro, we put on a night for an album launch or something.
Yeah.
It would still be, for some of my mates, it would still be very hard for me to get them to go to it if it's in town. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm the same.
You know what I mean?
Same for me.
A lot of them would be like, are you gonna have one in town and like one in Blanch? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'd get off them. Like, you know
A lot of the boys would only go into town maybe once, twice a year for Christmas and for something else. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like that's about it. They don't
Yeah.
leave Blanch. There's no need for them to leave
No,
Blanch.
no.
You know.
Yeah, yeah,
Where
And
me,
now I'm in
I'm all
Cabra.
over the place. So you know,
yeah.
it's different.
Ever since I moved to Cabra, bro, I'm not even messing. Up until like last year, ever since I moved down here, I have not been in town more in my entire life. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in town all the time now. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like in the middle of Blanch and town. Like, do you know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
It takes 10 minutes to walk there. Like you're in the middle of it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's mad. Because then, like, I'm walking around and I'm seeing these spots and I'm like, oh shit, look at this and look at that. And like, I have like the likes of me ma who like grew up in fucking Pear Street and she's like, yeah, that's there before I was born. You know what I mean? And I'm getting all that. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah,
You
well,
fucking Egypt.
I never used to leave Dublin 15. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mad, bro, mad. But yeah, some good nights. The bird cert and the slippers, what?
The slippers, they were great. No joke, man. No joke. I swear you'd be out in them all the time. No joke.
Yeah.
Speaking of jokes, any for us?
Oh my god, here we fucking go again. I heard one from.
Bro,
I heard
people
one from Mitch.
love the dad jokes. People love the dad jokes.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the people that love them. I hate doing them, but anyway, right? The Mitch fella got onto me, right? Shout out to Mitch. He got onto me, and he was like, "Bro, please tell this one on the podcast."
Go on, I can only imagine from that fella. Go on.
Now, the one he sent me is a lot more vulgar, right? And we don't want any of this shit on the show, right?
Yeah.
But I'll rephrase it for you, right?
Okay.
I'll tell you what the actual one is after we finish recording. But he says to me, he's like, "Please, bro, please say this on the show or whatever. Definitely a suggestion or whatever." I was like, "Yeah, cracked up at it." So he says, "What, what did the good-looking fella say?"
I don't know what the good looking fella say.
I knew you wouldn't know.
Fucking Egypt. Got
Fucking
him.
love that one.
Got him.
There's another one that I
knew
see
you wouldn't
and I
know.
cracked it. Like, I seen one the other day and it cracked me up, bro. And he was like, "I have two more. I have this one and another one, and then we'll finish off, right?"
Go on.
But I seen one the other day, and it was like, my friend said to me, "Here, can you name two things that hold water?" And I was like, "Well, damn."
Well, damn.
Well, damn. I fucking love that one. It's great. Right, I have this one. I don't know how this is going to go down, right? So it says to me mate the other day, right? It says, "Here, I'm going to build an exact replica of the spire, right?" And he says to me, "To scale?" And I says, "No, just to look at."
That was the best one.
Stop this thing, will you, for fuck's sake?
Oh, that was great.
Oh,
To scale? No, just to look at.
no, just to look at, you silly
That's
head.
like one of those overheard in Dublin yokes. This is fucking great. I love it. Speaking of love, shout out to everybody that's been listening and downloading and sharing and liking and all that good stuff,
Yeah,
man. The whole three of yous that listen to this podcast, thank you.
No, for real, the love comes through, man. I've actually had more people over the last couple of weeks getting onto me saying that they love the show and they love what it represents and stuff. So really appreciate it. Shout out to all yous. Big love to all yous.
Yeah,
and,
man.
yeah.
Just two boys from Blanch doing it for the boys in Blanch. I use that plural because girls, boys, them,
For the
they,
boys and girls.
whatever you are.
But like
You
some
know.
of the girls are one of the boys. Like, do you know what I mean?
I call everybody bruh. What's story, bro?
Yeah.
Don't care who it is.
They're all the
What's
boys.
story, bro? Yeah, one of the
They're all
lads.
the
One of the
boys.
lads.
Exactly.
But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the love. And we'll be back next week, as always, here on Gobsmacked up in ROC.
Flynn Johnson.
Oh, baby.
See you next week. Love.